We're in Kabul. It's the second qualifier. It's the Shpageeza Cricket League. And we're in the penultimate game before the ultimate showdown. And that will be brought to you tomorrow. That's the final. But before that, the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons have to play against the GP Kabul Eagles. The winner takes their place in the final against the Mise Einlak Knights. And of course, that's live to you from Kabul. Well, that's how it's panned out thus far. The Dragons and the Knights were in qualifier one. The Knights won that comfortably by 24 runs. They went straight to the final. And then the second game yesterday, the Eagles against the Boost Defenders. Well, the Defenders weren't good enough. The Eagles won that game. And that means today it's the Dragons against the Eagles. And it's a simple equation. The winner goes through to the final. The loser goes home. We're in for a real cracker here. And the two teams for today's contest are stacked up pretty evenly, you'd have to say. The Bande Amir Dragons, well, they've got some really good players in that lineup. Javed Ahmadi, Ramat Shah, Ikram Ali, the wicketkeeper as well. Wafadar's bowled pretty well, but Rashid Khan, the captain, he's going to decide, I reckon, whether they win or lose. He's going to have a huge role to play insofar as his bowling is concerned, but also the way he captains the side. Kabul Eagles, Ashgar Stanikzai, the leading run scorer in the tournament. Look no further than him to inspire his troops. Kareem Sadiq, what a tournament he's had. Up there for player of the tournament in many people's books. Richmond Mutumbami, the Zimbabwe overseas professional, hasn't really come to the party thus far. Maybe he can do that today. Maqsood as well. He got a good run the other day, but they're just going to have to perform in this must-win game. That's a simple fact of the matter. Past performances are gone. They don't count for nothing when it comes to this game. It's on the day. It's who can deal with the pressure, who can deal with the expectation, and who can deliver. As the umpires make their way out to the middle. And the GP Kabul Eagles, remember, they won the toss. Ashgar Stanikzai, and had no hesitation in electing to bowl first. Obviously wanting to just ease into the game and put the Paragon's batting effort under scrutiny early on. That's going to be what they're going to try and do. The Paragon's batting has been a bit iffy in this tournament thus far. Hasn't been as fluent as maybe it should have been. Their bowling has been really good. Batting just left a bit to be desired on occasions, and it's going to be under the pump here early on because they're going to have to take advantage of this power play period, the first 6 overs. Ahmad Shah Pakhdeen is one of the umpires in today's contest. They've been very good, the umpires in this particular tournament. The local umpires have learnt a lot, I'm sure, and they've by and large got most of the decisions right. Bismillah Yan Shinwari is the other umpire in this huge game. It's a massive game, really, because remember, the winner goes through to the final, and lots at stake. The Paragon Dragons, well, they had 2 bites of the cherry. Remember, they finished in 2nd position. So although they lost in their first game against the Knights, they got to play the winner of the Boost Defenders and the GP Kabul Eagles. The Boost Defenders, pretty woeful yesterday, you'd have to say. Not up to scratch and losing the game quite comfortably in the end. Javed Ahmadi, 6 matches for him, 146 runs. Average just a shade under 30. Strike rate is a good one. Anything between 120 and 130 in this game is really good. And he's key insofar as the batting effort is concerned. And Hazratullah Zaizai, well, he's got to come off today. 134 his strike rate, 150, 133 runs. He can hit it a country mile, just needs to find the consistency, needs to find a score. Well, this bloke doesn't need any introduction. Kareem Sadiq, 9 wickets in the tournament so far. He's fielded well. He's batted well. He's going to be a key figure in this particular encounter. And Ashgar Stanikzai, well, giving him the new ball. He did it the other day. He took 2 wickets in his first over. Can he start again strongly? Well, we're in for a cracker. Absolute belter here in Kabul. Well, quite happy to push it into the leg side first ball. And alongside me, former England captain and England great, Adam Hollyoake, and Boost Defenders coach. Sad not to be in the tournament, but some cracking games upcoming.
Well, isn't the tournament lighting up well? We've got guys coming into the tournament in form. Some started off in form and have just waned away as we reach this stage. But yeah, fantastic tournament. The tournament's heating up well. I've been so impressed with the talent on show, and I've just been told by Dean Jones that Hazratullah here is he's coming off of 2 ducks, so be interesting to see how he goes against arguably one of the better bowlers of the tournament so far.
Oh, he's so good, is Kareem Sadiq, very experienced, has had his time in the Afghan national team, and maybe it's time for him to make a comeback. Maybe he can get back in there, particularly in the T20 side. Got out first ball last outing, did Hazratullah. Janat, the bowler.
Isn't it interesting when you get a couple of ducks how you can tighten up? You just can't a couple of opportunities to get them away, and when you've had a couple of ducks, mate, they're hard to get away. You just want to get off that duck and so you can get about your business.
Actually, wasn't Janat, it was to Kareem Sadiq, so he'll have a few demons there. And just happy at the moment to pat him back down the wicket, not wanting to play any shots in anger. And he gets through his overs very quickly, does Kareem Sadiq. So as a batsman, you're under the pump, and he realises that Hazratullah just puts his palm in the air and says, hold on, let me get set. Again, happy just to prod him back down the wicket. Very sedate start this from the Paragon Dragons, and no surprise, it's a big game. Just a few nerves out there still at the moment. Oh, he's been spot on in that over, Kareem Sadiq. Really good stuff. Got through it very quickly as well. So 1 over bowled in this crunch game, 3 for none.
It's the Eliminator or Qualifying 2 final, and they're 44 for no loss. Now, wickets in hand, Ed, you know that means danger for the Kabul Eagles, or any team for that matter. And here's some of the highlights here. They tried to bounce him early, and a lovely little cover drive or square drive through for 4. Kareem Sadiq was fantastic. That was his only mistake in 18 balls. And then all of a sudden, Hazratullah started to take over and started to find his mojo. And they ended up getting a very, very healthy score of 44 for no loss. So now can they capitalise on it now? That's the key. Now this game is 50-50 at the moment. It was a good start by the Eagles, but now Paragon are just fighting back a little. Oh, an inside edge and quick single, and if that's it, it's out. Oh, it missed by the size of Alistair Campbell's wallet. It just missed that leg stump.
Risky run. Ball watching was Hazratullah, and a good throw by Richmond Mutumbabi. He was gone for all money. But what was important about that run is that he didn't actually change his line of running. Sometimes these players try and affect the ball hitting the body. So fair enough to Hazratullah. He just kept running the same line that he had picked.
If he changed his running and the ball hit him, he would have been out obstruction in the field. That's the new laws of the game. So he absolutely spot on what you're saying, Ed. Well, beautifully fielded. Oh, brilliant stuff.
Throwing his body all over the ground here. To the left. Hashmat. Backward point. What a crucial area that is.
Little things, isn't it? It keeps him on strike. And all of a sudden, we get a chance to get a guy out. Maybe the next ball. It changes the momentum of the match. Little things like that. Your defensive skills. So it's a real good battle at the moment. The Kabul Eagles, a very organised cricket team. You can very, very well prepared. Oh, top edge. Someone's there. Should be out and is out. First wicket, first blow, and you can thank that man behind point, Hashmatullah, for that brilliant piece of fielding.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a wait. Because there was some good cricket, the umpires want to check something here. Do they want to check the no ball? It's a good catch. And this is the new sense of the game now. You have to make sure that everything's covered. The excitement is gone of the wicket being taken. Now you got to wait and see if the man is actually out. Where's the emotion, Dino? Let's have a look. Oh, what are you having a look at?
Well, because his foot's close to the front line now. The back foot looks okay there. So back foot looks all right. Top edge. Just trying to line this up for you and get it synced for you at home. So we might have to look at the reverse side. Let's have a look. Oh, now, oh dear, because the big foot there.
Astratula, get out of the way!
There's a bit of doubt in here. We might have to have a look at that front foot. Now, did anything go behind the line? Gee, it's not really square there. And, well, what do you reckon, Ed?
See Astratula just looking down and probably just went to the umpire and said, it's a fair call. I want to have a look if that was a no ball. My partner's out here. We need runs. We need to get in the final. Oh, the umpires are giving him out here or what? Saying, hold on.
Well, I don't know what the umpire's doing here. We have to wait for the on-field umpires to find out what the third umpire's going. So there's a bit of confusion here. I tell you what, he's giving him out. So that's fair enough too, because the benefit of the doubt of the new ICC says the bowler gets the benefit of the doubt now. And so Javed Amari goes for 13. It's 45 for 1. Farid Malik coming on. Oh, and that was close to a no ball there with that back foot. He does go a little bit wide on that last one there. Gets off the mark. Got a big wicket. Good piece of fielding to set up that wicket too. And that back foot there, just, again, the top edge.
Yeah, top edge, and third man does the rest. Searching for a wicket, the GP Kabul Eagles, and they finally do it.
So Farid Malik has got a bit of a problem with his back foot, maybe touching the return crease there. And neck one too. There it is there. I called it the ball before, and the umpire's got him on this occasion. Your foot cannot even touch the line on the side there. Let's have a little look. There it is there. You can see. It's his left foot is the problem, not his front foot.
Cutting the return crease. Confirmation from the umpire, cutting the return crease. Man, that is massive.
Big no ball. Now, we know he likes it short, goes cow corner. Maybe if he bowls a slow ball, he'll be hit for a Shpageeza. Particularly if it's short. He needs to bowl it full at off stump, middle stump Yorker here. He's just a little bit out of sync here. Farid, let's see what happens. No ball, free hit. There it is. Someone's there, but it's a Sororliza.
Yeah, it's been an untidy over for Farid Malik. He has got a wicket. He's cut the return crease. And also had a bit of indecision whether the wicket was actually one to stand or not, and then bowls a free hit. And this is what Astratula does. He'll make you pay. Got nothing to lose at this point. Just have a good old-fashioned hoik.
Yeah, you were good at those, Ed. Big muscly man, a beautiful man with the bat. Nice little work on the leg side. So he's away. Astratula, who was struggling at one stage, he was what, he had 15 off 25 balls, 28 balls. So end of the over, it's 52 for 1.
about those four stats in a must-win game with a huge crunch game. 4 overs, 1 for 13. And bear in mind, he bowled 3 of those overs in the power play.
Well, they're match-winning figures, aren't they? I mean, you've done your bit as a bowler. You just got to hope the rest of the bowlers and the batsmen do their job, because 4 overs, 1 for 13 doesn't get any better than that in a T20 game. They're dream figures.
He really is a stylish player, is Ramat Shah. He hasn't really come to grips with the tournament thus far, showed glimpses of what he's capable of doing in the previous game for the Bundy Amir Paragon Dragons. But have a look at that. Textbook stuff.
You can tell they're really good players, can't you, Cambo? Just by the amount of time they've got on the ball, limited economical movements. Just has that air of class about him. Just 3 off 3 balls after a nice start. Set himself a base to get a big score without really taking any risks, and just by just doing it with class.
This is in the gap. He should push him, Ramat Shah. Yeah, he'll come back for 2. Nicely placed by Shahidullah. Just opened the face at the last minute to try and get a bit better placement, and he did it perfectly. And good running as well from Ramat Shah. Would have been easy just to jog through and give it away, but he really put pressure on the fielder, and at the last minute the fielder looking up makes the fumble and allows them to get through easily. I'll tell you what, he was down quite a long way. It was Ramat Shah. He had a shy at the stumps, and well, it might have been close if it had been a director. I'll tell you what, he was a bit nonchalant in placing the bat over the line.
Yeah, we've seen them, seen those happen, haven't we? The batsman almost encouraging the fielder to shy at the stumps, and then just lazily trying to get back. We could have been very close to being out there.
No ball.
You are kidding me. You are kidding me, Kabul Eagles. What are you doing out there? That's got to be the 7th or 8th no ball of the innings. Gus Logie will be furious down there. The front foot, back foot, doesn't matter. You cannot bowl these. I think they've bowled. I think they've got the full house. They've got the waist high full toss, back foot, front foot. They've got the lot.
I've covered a lot of T20 cricket around the world. I've never seen this many no balls in a game. Simple as that, really. Unbelievable stuff. He's trying to remark his run-up. It's too late for that, Syed Abdullah. You've got to do that before the game. You've got to have your wits about you. You shouldn't be pushing the line. Tell you what, they haven't been that costly thus far. It could have been a lot worse. But if this one goes for a boundary, it'd be unbelievable. Change of bat for Shahidullah, and there's the signal from the umpire. He knows full well that he's going to have a free hit here. Does the batsman? Will be Shahidullah on strike.
Is that his no ball bat, Cambo? Is that what they do these days? They bring bats out for different surfaces. Maybe this is his free hit bat. It means he's going to try and hit it this long. He's going for the Shpageeza here. Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thick outside edge. But it'll go away to the boundary for 4, will it? No, picked up. Hard to see in the shadows there. Thick outside edge. So gets away with it. I tell you what, they haven't been penalised as they should have done, the GP Kabul Eagles. They've given away plenty of freebies. And on this occasion, just the single. So they'll take it.
And what's probably more disappointing, I think, about these no balls is the Kabul Eagles. I've probably got them down as the most disciplined side in the comp. They've been the guys who have just done the simple things well, no superstars. And today they've been the opposite of that. So really, if they don't get up, it's they've only got themselves to blame. So really disappointing stuff, though.
We didn't quite have the full house. There was only 3 in the circle, and the guy was running up to bowl. He's just come up in the circle. That would have really pleased Gus Logie. Oh, lovely timing again from Ramat Shah. There's a finger on it. Will that save the boundary? No, it won't. Lovely timing. And even though there was a touch on it from the man at backward point, still enough on it to pierce the gap and run away for 4.
Yeah, wonderful shot. Not great bowling. They've just, I wonder if the Kabul Eagles are just a little bit tired or just a little bit off their game, because this is a really uncharacteristic performance from them. Their feature of their game so far has been the little things, you know, no extras, running well between the wicket, taking their catches, you know, no misfields. So today is certainly not that. Maybe this means in return someone's going to do some individual brilliance with the bat.
That boundary brought up the 100 for the Paragon Dragons. Again, bowler probably should have done better. It'll dribble out to middle for another single. So 13 bowled now, 101 for 2. That's how it stacks up at the moment for the Monday Amir Dragons. 48 or 43 deliveries from Hazratullah, and it's Kamal and Shah, 20 and 8 respectively, that are in partnership at the moment and looking to extend that run flow from the 101 they have presently. 7 overs remaining, so plenty of overs to get that 10 runs and over we talked about. If they do that, it's round about 170. That'll be very competitive in this game and on this surface. They'll have to do plenty of work, will the GP Kabul Eagles, when they come out to bat against a very disciplined bowling side. But as you mentioned, Adam Holyoke, the GP Kabul Eagles have been pretty good in this tournament, pretty disciplined, but today, well, it's just not coming together. Not afraid to give it air, tossed up there to Ramat Shah. Probably feels he could have done a bit better than that.
Didn't he give that a bit of air? I think he just won the record for the slowest delivery of the competition there. He just lobbed it up and encouraged the shot. And fortunately for Ahmed, he just the batsman just knocked it down the ground. Well, another single there. You get the feeling the Dragons are just waiting to explode at any minute. They've got a good base. Their batsmen, they're 21 and 8. They're just starting to get their eye and they're ready to go. Batsmen, bowlers throwing it up and just knocking it around, still trying to extend that base. It's always the hard decision to know when to go.
Tossed up again. This time should just be the one. He did hustle, did Shahidullah. But good fielding in the deep and cuts it down to 1.
And when I say go, I mean not go home as in go as in reference to trying to hit boundaries and really pick up the scoring rate, that explosion that comes at the end of the inning.
Oh, it's going to be wide, down the leg side. The keeper's done well to parry it, actually. Otherwise, it had 4 wides written all over it. Not a great delivery at all.
Yeah, for a moment there, he's a hybrid. He went from a wicket keeper to a goalkeeper. It was like a full-length diving save in a game of soccer.
Saw him coming. That's good bowling. Really good adjustment from the bowler, Qais Ahmed. Probably came down just a wee bit too early, Ramat Shah, and he adjusted well. Bit of air again. This time he's manages to get it out to the sweeper on the offside. He's bowling a decent over, you'd have to say, at this stage, Qais Ahmed. They haven't really tried to get after him, been happy and content just to try and knock him down the ground. 5 only off the over thus far, just 1 ball remaining. He's coming round the wicket now to the left-handed Shahidullah, making sure the side screen has just moved just to adjust. There is a big grandstand behind, a blue grandstand, so therefore just wanting the black background against that white ball. Radio, can he tidy up? Can he finish up a very good over? There is protection out on the offside, so it should just be a single. Good effort from Qais Ahmed at this juncture in the game. 108 for 2.
Kabul,
Ashkar Staniksai has the most runs in the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. We'll see him a little later on, and he'll look to add to those runs. He's going to have to. You'd have to think if his team are going to get over the line and get into the finals. Vusi Sabanda, 208, hamstring injury for him. Interesting to see if he takes his place in the final for the Misianak Knights. Shahidullah, he's at the crease at the moment in third position. Now then, change in bowling. Karim Janat, none for 18 thus far. He's going to be bowling to Shahidullah. Oh, I tell you what, direct it, maybe, but you can't be letting go those signals. All the coaches would have talked to their teams ad nauseum about that, and it's still happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one thing that I've been disappointed with this league. It's not a hard, difficult thing. It's an easy thing to fix. But I always feel like the fielders are stood in a position which is saying, well, okay, you can get a single if you're quick. Really, I'd rather see these inner fielders in a position which is saying to the batsman, don't even think about taking a single. The bowler's bowled a good ball. I'm so tight and in so close to the batsman that you will not even think about taking a single. And that's where they should be. At the moment, they're like in a position where they're just that 5 yards deeper, and if they pick it up cleanly one-handed and hit the stumps, yeah, they might be out, but you just don't want those batsmen taking the runs. Well, they're still in that building phase. They're still extending that. I mean, they're scoring along nicely, but you'd like to think that they're going to go and explode any minute now. I think the people at home are about to get their money's worth. There's going to be some 4s, 6s, all wickets. One of those strings. It's the game always comes to the head, doesn't it? And I feel that moment's approaching.
2 wickets down. You'd have to think that the game plan would be that one of them's going to set their stall out and rotate the strike, but somebody's got to be going harder. You can't both be playing the same way.
Absolutely, and I think if you and I were batting, I think I'd say, hey, listen, I'm going to go, and you'd probably say, I'm going to go. But if one of us gets out, we need to, an airy shot there, but well fielded, and in the end just did well to parry it down and stop the ball going for more runs. But I'd like to think that we'd have a conversation and we'd say, hey, listen, let's both go here. If one of us gets out, we bat through, and then the coach or captain or whoever it was can tell the next incoming batsman that he needs to take shots, play his shots, and let the batsman who's in just carry on his anchor roll. And that's going to come with experience, I think.
Again, decent bowling, you'll have to say, but just doesn't seem to be the required urgency from these two batsmen. Shahidullah, it's been a bit of an enigma this tournament, really. We've seen him absolutely flay the bowling to all corners, and then we've seen him play sort of in a test match mode. He's done that a couple of times. And we know he can hit it. 24 of 26. He's definitely got to play some catch-up here and find the boundary a few times.
Well, they bowled pretty well at him, but he's there. He's ready to go now.
Oh, it's unlucky. It really is unlucky. Moral victory for Karim Janat, but that'll be scant consolation because he has to watch it go past the wicketkeeper and run away for 4.
Oh!
Just held up a little bit, got a healthy outside edge, and there's nobody there.
Isn't this game cruel, Cambo? I mean, the bowler's done everything he could do there. He's run up, he's probably said, I want to pitch it on leg, just nip it across the left-hander. That's almost the perfect place to bowl. He's bowled a tight over so far, bowled 4 singles. Be happy with that. Could have easily got a dot there, but no, now he's looking down the barrel of a 10-run over plus.
So it'll just be the single. 9 runs from the over. 15 bowled, 5 to go. 117 for 2.
Welcome back now. 3 sixes, 9 solid raises there for the Patagon Dragons. Dean Jones and the beautiful one, Ed Ransford, in the house for the next 5 overs.
In the house with the bang, Dino. And we're at the back end. This is where it all gets exciting. It's either it gets really exciting or it's going to be a big thumbs down.
Well, now the youngster, a little bit of pressure on the 16-year-old. Tosses it up, beautifully bowled. I get one, but well bowled by the young man.
Got to use your feet to that, Dino, surely. He put icicles on that. Really tossed it up. This is where you go. Down the ground. No, I'll stay in the crease and look for one.
He ran past it almost, didn't he?
Man. Catch it before it bounces.
So he could have got on the full. But anyway, leg spinners, they make you do weird and wonderful things, Red. They really do. Trust me, I've been at night with Shane Warne, and that's happened. Big hit down the ground. Is there someone there? Shpageeza!
Out the ground. Here we go. Start the engines. Have some Red Bull. Get the pulses pumping. Air. Room. Doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough of it.
So let's see how the 16-year-old handles this. He knows that Ramat Shah and Shahidullah are after him. Here we go. Back of a length, no run. Great comeback for the youngster.
Yeah. Gutsy stuff.
Does he keep bowling the quicker ones? The one he tosses up a little bit, does he be brave? The quicker one they've struggled with it. Oh, he tosses that up and someone's in the air. Someone catch it. It's wobbling. Well, his head's all over the place and dropped it. There you go.
You said it, Dino. You asked the question, does he be brave? Very brave on this occasion. Amir, he gives it air. The batsman comes down. He's deceived by the flight. It's in the air for ages. Ages.
Yeah, I feel for the youngster. Down the ground, and he got to it on the full. He saw him coming. Do you have to have amazing courage for a spinner bowling at the death overs? You really do. And he's bowled really well, this young man. I've been impressed with him. There you go, slots filled. That might be out though. No, one bounce. So, end of the over, 127 for 2. Well, now we're into the happy hour, the 4 overs. Well bowled, young man. I know you didn't get a wicket. You probably could have 1 or 2. Didn't work for you, but he has been impressive. Courageous selection by Asghar to bring the youngster in a final, his first game in the Shpageeza Cricket League. So there will be an emerging player of the tournament. So if he has a good game in the next game, a couple of good names come up. Zahir Khan's bowled very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of talent. We've seen a lot of young players exposed. Camera is all about the biggest stage you can play on. Look at this stage. Do you know how big do you reckon this is? You don't even get these at the Oscars.
Now, his worry now for Farid Malik is the no balls. His back foot touching the return crease. So, and he knows both these batsmen will be going after him. So here we go. Watch that back foot. That's fine. Down the ground. Someone will catch this, surely. Surely they'll catch this, and they do. It's time for Najib to come out, but that's a big wicket.
Big wicket. Especially, as you alluded to, the happy hour. A happy hour in terms of 4s and 6s. Had to get on with it. Doesn't get all of it. Opens up that hip. No, you can just see the bat just opening up in his hands. Doesn't get out all of it, and he catches it in the deep. Omar does the rest. Farid Malik picks up the wicket. Shah has to go for 21. It's 127 for 3.
Well, it's time for a banger, and the best banger we've got in the business is Najib Bullah. He can go strike rate of 160. He'll be out there. Wow, look at those numbers.
Dino, you like a good banger and mash.
It's been a long 2 weeks working with Ed Rasford, I can assure you. Here we go. Well, is that really close to a no ball again with that back foot? So, the major problem is the back foot. Watch the back foot here. And, sorry, that's a no ball. That's a no ball, and he's not picking it up, the umpire. Gee, that should have been close to 10 no balls in a match getting close to it. It's ridiculous.
10 free hits. Imagine that. When has that last happened in a T20 game? Probably never.
Well, again, there might be 2 here if they run the first one hard. No, they won't get it. Now, this umpire is missing a few here, it must be said. Have a look at this. Watch the back foot. Yeah. Yeah. That's a no ball.
Keeps missing it. And if you think about at the end of the game, you sort of look at those fine lines. Missed about 2 or 3 now. Those would be free hits, and probably you'd say maybe 1 out of 3 you pick up a boundary, 1 will be a good ball, and 1 will probably be a full toss and maybe another boundary.
Well, you'll get 1 there, and I'll have to say this. You ready for it without repeating myself? That also was a no ball. The umpire is so worried about the front foot. Watch his back foot. Ready, set. Now this one. This is one. If it touches the line, yep, no ball. I can see it from 100 metres away. I don't know why the umpire's not picking it up.
3 in a row. Okay, now you've really got to ask the question.
Is it side line number? Yeah. Return crease. Yeah. Not allowed to touch it. Not allowed to touch it. The key, the law states, folks, at home, is that your foot must not even touch that line. So, that was okay on that occasion. They might get 4 here. A lot of pace on it, and it will go for 4. And a welcome boundary.
Shpageeza, MTN 4. And it's Najib Bullah, the man that just adds a little bit of impetus to this Paragon Dragons batting lineup at the back end. Strays. And he just uses the pace to guide it down to fine leg. Fine leg's up in the circle. So a wicket, 3 singles and 4. Those 3 singles, we've seen replays. 3 identical replays of no balls that were not called in this over.
Yep, again no ball again, and he's missed it. Might get 2 here. They'll come back at 2. And they'll make it easily. And that'll be the end of the over. And technically only bowled 1 legal ball for me throughout that over. 17 overs gone, 136 for 3. Well, there's the partnerships. The top order starting to do the job here for the Paragon Dragons. 45 for Javed Ahmadi. Nice opening start there. Hazratullah. Then another good one with Shahidullah, 43. And, of course, Ramat and Shahidullah, the common denominator there, another 39 off 30. So 3 overs to go. Gee, they want at least 30. They're looking at 166, 170, and we thought it was the 170 was a par score.
It looks so good. Obviously, when we analyzed it as a group, we would think that is a pass score. But again, you got to also think about the bowling attack that these Kabul Eagles will have to comprehend with.
So the job for Shahidullah now is to get Najibullah on strike. He's the biggest power hitter in the business. He's a banger, is what we call. He can hit it to all parts. He's a big six hitter. He needs to be on strike now. So, Karim Janat, who's got a lot of wickets. He's got 9 wickets in this competition so far. Full toss. Is that a no ball? Over hip height or run away for 4. They should check this. Is it over hip here? Nice 4 though.
Juicy full toss. Wide outside the line of off stump, and he just guides it over backward point for 4. Want to have a look at it and see if it's a no ball. Here it comes. We will not be able to see from that angle because we're not sure whether it's gone over the waist. We'll need to see a side angle of that, but that's confirmation of an MTN 4. A few freebies now. Change of angle, but here we have a look. Is this another no ball that hasn't been called? You tell me, Dino.
50-50. You have to give it to the bowler. All right, Najibullah on strike here, the big power hitter. So, around the wicket. Nice little work on the leg side. They're looking for 2. They're very fast. Knows the call. Good throw in. Good intent.
A throw in. Oh, what are you doing there? Actually giving the bowler a little bit of way. Actually pulled his bat out of the crease. The bowler could have tried to execute a run out on that stage. But 142 for 3. A launching pad.
Well, I know a few Australians wouldn't do anyone laces up.
Have you ever done anyone's laces? I was going to ask, Dino.
Well, absolutely not.
Why?
Because no one actually had a boot that had laces that were undone. Down the pitch, saw him coming. Quick single. It's a very good over by Karim Janat.
Two balls left in the over. Can there be a wicket? Can there be some runs? Can there be a Shpageeza? Solariza? Maybe, because it's set up beautifully. 7 off the first 4. Can one of these balls go for another boundary?
Bang! Oh, has he got all of this? Is it enough? That's 6. Shpageeza time.
Set it up, Dino. Set it up and he'll hit it out the ground. 186 we click over to. Again, full toss. Doesn't get all of it, but he gets enough. Azizi Pank.
He did know where the line was. He got himself in between the devil and the deep blue sea. They're watching it. And he just, if he could get a little bit back, see it, a little bit more room there. So, this is the over that they wanted. The Paragon Dragons. Hoiks it away, no run there. So that'll end it. 13 off it. 1 over to go, or 2 overs to go. Sorry, 149 for 3. Ten balls to go. Little flickage, 4 more. They've just lost the plot here a little bit.
A little bit of a break as the keeper had some medical attention done to his hand or his shoulder. We're not quite too sure, but he stayed on the field. And now the bowler has to follow up some good work prior to that. And he doesn't because it strays onto leg stump. It's a freebie. Fine leg is up in the circle. It picks up 4. On the charge are the Dragons.
So they're under a little bit of pressure. Now they're looking maybe to get 175 here. 9 balls to go. Swing and a miss. Gee, again, he's getting close to that return crease. Again, this bowler, Farid Malik. The key is, folks, to watch his back foot. No, it's okay there. But it must touch. We know that's the law, but the way I thought some of the deliveries today, he's definitely been touching the line. Not worry about whether his foot's gone over the line. So, anyways, he's got 2 more balls left. Najibullah doing a great job again. Strike rate of 200. And hikes it away. We got a no ball, folks. And it's going for 4.
Oh, dear. Confirmation, no ball. But that no ball goes for 4. And here we go. Get the helicopter going. Yes, free hit. And there's still 2 balls left in the over. Confirmation of this being a no ball there. That is almost totally outside the return crease.
Very easy to fix that problem for him as well, more importantly, Ed. Just get him to bowl and put a pad there, a cricket pad, a batting pad, stop him from standing on it. Here we go, free hit. Hoiks it away, did he get all of it? He's going to look for 2. They're going, oh, he's well caught. He can't get out caught because it's a no ball, and they run 2. Terrific game awareness by these 2, and they're away.
Yeah, could this be the difference in the game? These last couple of overs where we've seen a couple of no balls, some unnecessary bowling down the leg side, some free runs, and also good match awareness by these 2 batters. The excellent piece of running between the wickets as well. Just that awareness of picking up extra runs. Look at this over. 1-0, 2 wides, 4 dot ball, 4 no balls, and then 2.
Righto, Ed, add them all up. How many is this over?
13.
Took a while. Well done.
Maths was never my strongest. It was modelling.
Year 9 was the 3 best years of your life. Here we go. Last ball of the 19th over. Hoiks it away! Oh, it's on the moon. Shpageeza.
It's actually on a roof. It ends the 19th over. It's 170 for 3.
What a partnership, 43 for 19. And this boy, Najib, is he a really good player?
Well, that'll tell you if he's a good player or not. It's ended up on a roof. Square of the wicket, out the ground, get new balls, get a Shpageeza on the scorecard. Najibullah, impetus, big hitting, 170. You said par score. I think a very good score.
It's a very good pitch. And well done to Abdullah and the groundsmen who've actually set up a brilliant ground. They've done a tremendous job for this whole tournament, playing so many matches, 19 matches here. And now Shahidullah, his job is to give it to Najib. There it is there, just hoiks it away and uses the bowler's pace.
Well, that's why he's the second most expensive player in the auction, Najibullah, because he loses cricket balls.
Sayed Abdullah, last over. And Shahidullah, I think what they've got to do here with him is either get one to give it Najib and stay where he stands. Don't bother running. See, he's starting to run. And I think you lose power and impetus, particularly with the power hitting. So very good bowling there for Sayed Abdullah. But there's a good score here. Very good score for the Paragon Dragons. Down the ground, or if he put his whole foot on it, I reckon. Oh, look at that for fielding, outstanding. KS, the 16-year-old, he wanted it. Oh.
But also just look at the running between the wicket here. Najib just took a little stroll down to the other end. He wants all the strike. He knows if he stays there for 2-3 balls and he gets 2 bad ones, he's going to send them out of the ground.
That's why they're paying all the Afghanis. His job is to power hit, not Shahidullah. Now he's not happy with this bat. They've got a few of them, folks. They've got about 6 or 7 of them in their coffins. Don't know what's wrong with that one. Maybe fixing the grip on the previous one. It's a couple of times he's changed his bats. So look at those numbers, 30 off 12. So that's the reason why the franchise owners of Paragon went after him. And went after Rashid Khan as well.
Right, Dino, where's this going? Go on, tell us.
I think his best shot's down the ground if he's going to bowl wide outside off stump. Yeah, that's it. Down the ground. They've got to come back for 2. No matter what, Shahidullah, risk your wicket to give it away, but they'll make it for 2 anyway.
Good placement. You said down the ground, and that's what he did. He obliged. Picked up 2. Can't get straighter than that. Good bowling too. Really in the block hole. Can't do much with that, but break the bat. Or a toe crusher, as they call it.
Really good defensive skills there by Sayed Abdullah. It's really well bowled, wasn't it? He knows he's under some pressure. If he's a foot and a half wrong with his lengths, Najib will whack it for 6. So a lot of pressure on this young lad. Oh, that's a no-e. Don't worry about that. Add it to the scoreboard. Must be a record in T20 cricket now.
Another no ball, another free hit. And Najibullah will be licking his lips, ready to pounce over anything that's going to be bowled right now. And yeah, there it is, well over waist height.
So what the story is here now, Shahidullah knows he must get run back, even if he's caught on the boundary. He must try to keep Najibullah on strike for the next ball. So it's a free hit. Here we go. Bounce up. Oh, he gets a glove on it, Richmond. And actually, that's worked out pretty well for them, for the Kabul Eagles. I thought he got bat on that, didn't he?
We'll have a closer look at it. Good bouncer. Just off the glove, and there's the effort from Richmond Mutumbami, who's had some work done to his right hand. Drop catch.
Well, it was a save because you can't be out caught, can you, on the no ball? It's an interesting stat. What would you put that down to? Was it drop catch or not?
Drop catch.
Okay, 2 balls to go. Oh, nice drive there. They'll only get 1.
Only 6 up to this point of this final over. There's a ball to go. Now, where can he hit it? Where can he go? No ball. He really bowled the follow-up delivery very, very well. Final delivery. Can they finish off the innings better than they actually started it?
Well, they're way behind the time here. Now, he's been really good. Sayed Abdullah, another Yorker, middle and off stump. Here we go. Last ball of the innings. Down the ground, Shpageeza. Oh, what a finish there for the Paragon Dragons. And what an unbelievable little knock from Najibullah. That's why they pay him the big bucks. And what a wonderful way. Heads are dropped a little bit with the Kabul Eagles, but look at this for great technique here, Ed.
In the slot. It was there to be hit and he obliged. 12 off the final over. Little punch. straight down the ground. What a talent he is. Najibullah, wow. It's gone down the corridor into the car park. 182 for 3. This has been excellent by the Dragons.
Yeah, let's have a look at the batting. Look, they all got runs. Look at it, particularly the finish. I thought they were just absolutely sublime. After 10 overs, they were 77 for 1. So they've scored well over 105 runs in the last 10 overs there. Brilliant performance. And look at the extras, 19 extras. And that might be the difference between the two teams of winning or losing this match.
I think a majority of those extras were no balls. The bowlers be very disappointed. 13 and over, 10 and over, 10 and over again. Only Karim Sadiq, man, has he been consistent in this Shpageeza League 2017. He only was going at 3 runs and over. Just needed a bit more support. Right, Paragon Dragons versus the Kabul Eagles. The Kabul Eagles will need 183 runs in 20 overs at 9.15 to get to the final.
It's the Alakazay Shpageeza Cricket League 2017. We're one game away from the final. Who is going to be there to represent from these two teams? It's the Eliminator and the Bandar Amir Dragons. Well, I think they're in the pound seats at the moment, but you never know. It's a good surface. Dean Jones out of the toss called it to be a 180 surface, and he was spot on. Now, all to do for the GP Kabul Eagles. Will they be able to get their act together and chase down these runs? They certainly didn't get their act together when they were in the field. Too many no balls, misfields, drop catches, bowlers not getting the ball in the right area. It was a day to forget for Gus Logie and his men in the field, but that will be easily banished to the back of the memory if they can achieve this run chase and get themselves into the final. So much is going to rest on the shoulders of Karim Sadiq, as if they haven't in the tournament thus far. 6 matches, 157 runs, strike rate of just under 120, 150. They're going to have to take full toll of this first 6 overs, because you can't help but think they can't play catch-up. They can't have a slow start, lose too many wickets and chase down 180. It's just not going to happen. Zishan Maqsood, 57 runs in the 4 matches he's played. Strike rate of under 100. He's going to have to up his game here today big time if they're going to get up and over this hurdle and into the finals. Tendai Chitara, well, he's the highest wicket taker in the tournament. Simple as that, really. 6 matches, 13 wickets. Look at the average. The economy of under 6 as well. 2 times he's achieved 3 wickets in an innings. So, well, he's been one of the superstars of the tournament. And he's just got to produce it here again today. And then if they can get through this game in the final as well. 183 to be precise is the target to be chased down in this must-win game. It's a tall order. It's a stiff total. But they do have the players, do the GP Kabul Eagles. It's going to be entertaining cricket. Make no mistake. Here goes Tendai Chitara. Straight away! Straight away! If you were in any doubt about how they're going to approach this innings, have a look at this.
Shpageeza! My word. I don't think I've seen anyone play such an outlandish shot first ball of an innings. I think that is without doubt probably the worst performance I've seen so far of this tournament by the Eagles in the field. And but sometimes good teams, they've got you know, one side lacks down the bowling or the batting lacks and the other side picks up. So now is the opportunity for these Eagles to put it right with the bat, because they were literally, I've got one word for how they were when they bowled, horrible.
I don't think Tendai Chitara was expecting that. Just limbering in, expecting, well, he's going to have a sighter first. I've got some time to hit my straps. Well, I think he's got a wake-up call. He's got to be right on the money and have his wits about him, because Karim Sadiq is not going to hang about. He's going to take him on, and he's going to try and find the boundary as many times as he can.
Yeah, you could see it. Karim Sadiq, he said, "Not today, sir," as he hit Chitara over mid-wicket. Dot ball there. But well, he's made their intentions clear, isn't he, Sadiq? You don't really come out. How often do you see that first ball of an innings? I mean, you might see a 6, a hook, if there's but to get belted straight over mid-wicket flat. I don't think I've seen that too many times. Just as when they were bowling, I don't think I've ever seen in a T20 game 7 no balls, and especially from one of the more disciplined sides in the competition. Incredible.
Gives himself room. And under edge, straight to mid-wicket. So he's hit a 6 off the first ball, but he'll be disappointed that the next 3 have been dot balls. And that first over, when you get a start like that, you want to try and maximise. And, well, there's still 2 balls remaining, so wouldn't bet it past or put it past Kareem Siddique to find the boundary a couple more times. But you just feel that he's missed out a bit on the next 3 deliveries, maybe trying to hit it too hard, I suppose. What it's done is forced them to get their thinking caps on. And Tendai Chitara, along with his captain, Rashid Khan, are going to make a change, and that means Slip will come out, go to mid-wicket. Third man will come into the circle, so the 2 men out on the leg side will be square leg and a wide long on. He's not by no means in a conventional position, just in the hitting arc. Gets away with that one, trying to swing it away on the leg side. Another dot ball. So good comeback this from Tendai Chitara.
We said at the beginning of the game, didn't we, that this game was going to come down to how Stanek's Eye played against Rashid Khan. That we said that was going to be the key matchup, and it's not looking any different, really. I also feel that what's going to be important here is this first 6 overs. I really feel that they're going to have to be over 50 if they're going to stand a chance.
Got to hurry, directed, he was gone. Directed, he was out. He so badly wanted the strike, walked across his stumps, poked it into the leg side and took off straight away. And he would have been out by a yard, half a yard, I reckon. End of the over, 7 for none. There's the president's enclosure, the chairman in the center of your screen, dignitaries as well. And tell you what, they probably all in there would have thought that the Bande Amir Dragons had it waxed, had it in the bag. But a few more overs of Kareem Siddique, and I tell you what, we got a game on.
Well, I have to say, I made the Bande Amir out-and-out favourites for the second innings. I thought 182, very good total for me. Obviously, they've got the quality spin bowlers, the Bande Amir Dragons as well, but the Tigers off to a flying start here. Or even the Eagles.
One of them.
It's an animal. It's an animal. I called them the Lions the other day, the Tigers today. They're going to have to need to fight like corner Tigers. That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, Maqsood has faced his first delivery. He's been a mere spectator at the non-strikers end, watching his partner, Kareem Siddique, smoke it to all parts of the ground. Lovely drive, but well fielded, and they'll get through for a single. He's got to play his part here, has Maqsood, and that means giving as much of the strike in these first few overs to Kareem Siddique as possible. Really good commitment, parries it, but they're able to get through for one.
Well, the other thing we've got to consider here, Cambo, is I feel if they're going to chase this total down, they're going to need to be around 60 or 70 after 6 overs because of that spin bowling threat that's going to come later on down the in the innings. So this first 6 overs is even more crucial than normal. Really got to take advantage of these fielding restrictions.
There, that's in his arc, and he's not able to get the requisite contact. He tried to mow it around the leg side, this time the under edge. Well, he's hit 3 Azizi bank maximums. Has Kareem Siddique. That was first ball of the day. That was the second one into the advertising hoardings, and this was monumental. Towering 6 over square leg. Biggest of the tournament so far.
Has he invented a new shot for himself? Are we going to start calling it the Siddique pirouette?
Change of pace again. So Chitara calling on all his experience and skills at the moment. And you won't see him running up and just trying to get it on a length. He's going to try and be short with the effort ball or be changing the pace. He's got a good slow ball. He's deceived quite a few batsmen in the tournament thus far. Most 6s 15 from Ashgar Stanekzai. He's going to have to improve on that in this game, you'd have to say. And Isanullah Jannat, been really impressed with him. 12 for him. And Shahidullah has hit 11, as well as Hazratullah, both from the Bande Amir, and Najibullah as well. So plenty of 6 hitters from the men in green. Oh, throws everything at that. Third man is back, so just be the single. Good over this from Tendai Chitara. Remember, he went for 6 of his very first delivery of the innings and has only conceded 4 in his next 8 deliveries.
Hasn't he done well since then? I mean, that's, as an opening bowler, you're running in, you're a little bit, you know, how's my run up going? You're running in, you're thinking, okay, I just want to get a nice feel of this here, and your first ball goes flat over mid-wicket for 6. You've got to compose yourself, you've got to get your emotions under control, and you've got to try and come back, and he's done that beautifully, really.
Going at less than 6 and an over in this tournament. Oh, that'll be wide, just as I talk him up. He's gone for the full straight one, but he sprayed it down the leg side. Evades the batsman, evades the keeper. And we'll go for 4 wides, or is it buys? 4 buys signal, so 3 overs bowled, 30 for none. .24 or 15 for Kareem Sadiq. Maqsood 10 off 9. They've got off to a very healthy start here. They have the GP Kabul Eagles in pursuit of 183. They are 38 for none. 2 overs remaining in the power play. Shahidullah Kamal. He did a good job with bat in hand. Now he's going to have to do it with ball. 6 matches, 8 wickets for him. Look at that economy rate, 5.14. Doesn't get any better than that. And if he can produce that in this particular game, they'll be well on their way to winning the fixture. Will the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons? But Kareem Sadiq is going to have something to say about that, because make no mistake, he's going to have a go here. He's going to try and find the boundary as many times as he can. Mid-off, up in the circle. So is everybody else on the offside. Will he target that area? Yep, you betcha. Gives himself room and puts it over extra cover. Lovely stroke. And another Shpageeza.
Shpageeza. Well, that's not an easy shot to play. Left armour coming in. He's backed away and hit it over wide extra cover for 6. That's got to be one of the more difficult shots to play, especially on a wicket which is holding up, but executed beautifully there. And the Eagles really getting a good run of it. Getting a good run here, getting a good base. None for 44 after 4 overs. If you're going to get the start that you want, this is it. And the 12th man is running on. Let me tell you, he has just challenged Usain Bolt for the fastest any man has ever covered the ground. That was incredible, Cambo.
Well, he's got something to say as well. So obviously instruction from Gus Logie. Don't know what you want to tell Kareem Sadiq other than carry on. Don't know what you want to be instructing him to do. He's playing quite beautifully at the moment. I think that's another ball that's going to have disappeared. Jumped over the fence. That means the third umpire's on the field, and he'll open his box of treasures, and they'll pick out another white Kookaburra turf. Really has been sensational stuff thus far from Kareem Sadiq. 30 off 16, none better than this shot. First ball of the innings. And then he carried on his merry way. This was in the second over. Went into the advertising hoardings. That one went huge, a long, long way out of the stadium. And then this one, shot of the day for me, held his shape so nicely and put it away over extra cover. We're back live, and that's clubbed down the ground as well. Again, gave himself some room. This time, threw mid-off.
It's the Sadiq show at the moment. He's really putting the bowlers to the sword. We needed somebody here for the Eagles to put their hand up and take the attack back to the Paragon Knights or Dragons, and he's done that.
This time through the leg side, there is protection out at deep mid-wicket, so should just be the single. 11 of the first 3 deliveries. Remember, The first 6 overs constitute the power play. That means you're only allowed 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. And they have to take full advantage. They had to take full advantage. And at the moment, they are doing just that. Maqsood now on strike. Well, they're going to run. He's got to have to hurry, Kareem. I tell you what, has he been run out? This will be a travesty. It'll be just what they didn't want, the GP Kabul Eagles. He's gone upstairs at the umpire. Has he made his ground? Sharp work in the field. Mutambami. Oh, I tell you what. He didn't slide his bat in. This is running 101, and I tell you what, he's short of his ground. He can only blame himself here, Kareem Sadiq. Instead of sliding the bat in, he's tried to plonk it in over the top of the popping crease, and he's going to pay the ultimate price.
Well, this just sums up the Eagles' day, really. I mean, they've been sloppy, haven't they? I mean, backing up's been poor, no balls. Oh, my word. What do you do as a coach? Gus Logie's been so good with him. He's just not running you back. That's the stuff that you teach kids. Even you'd have taught your boy that.
Yeah, when you just out of nappies, you're taught to run your bat in. That is not going to please the coach. It's not going to please Kareem Sadiq because he's just not run his bat in as he should have done. And in a run chase such as this, when he had given them such a good start, he's going to have to go. The keeper has gathered beautifully as well. It wasn't easy. It was on the half volley. He had to keep his shape, keep his form. And he's managed to whip the bails off, and Kareem Sadiq is going to have to make the long way back to the pavilion. Simple things done well, and he didn't do them. 35 of 18, what a hand he played. 49 for 1 now.
Right hand.
It's a One TV production for the Afghanistan Cricket Board. Dignitaries in the chairman's enclosure. I've been asking for a wave. Can you hear me, gents? Just give us a wave. Maybe a little one, a little thumbs up. No. Okay, then.
Yeah, that's the norm. Just like your kids and your wife at home, not listening. So, 9 overs now. They just pegged it back with a brilliant over from Rashid Khan. He'll no doubt load up now. He'll probably bowl the 12th and the 14th and maybe the 17th overs now. So now it's up to his other bowlers. Muslim Musab. Now, he's been also brilliant in the last few games. I thought his economy rate of 6.4. He's just got better and better as the match going on. So I think both these batsmen will try and target him. The match might be just here in the next couple of overs for me. Lose back-to-back wickets in the next couple of overs and are in a bit of trouble. So they've got to score over 110 runs here in the last 11 overs. It's 10 and over. So Muslim Musa, he's under a bit of pressure here, but he's bowled very well for the Paragon Dragons recently. But both these batsmen will like the ball coming on. Here we go. Nice shortcut.
Spot on, Dino, coming to the halfway stage of this game. 175 for 1. Paragon was 77 for 1, so you'd say even Stevens. But it's all about that 226 plus strike rate in that last 5 overs that really, really pushed the ascendancy for the Dragons. Now, like I keep saying, who could that man be if Maqsood or Stanisgar actually gets out? And that's what the Dragons need to be thinking about.
Oh, they should only get one. Ball gone from the wide Yorker on that occasion. Just looks like a horse race in England, the 2-mile race. They're just getting in position, don't they? Ready to put the foot down, both these teams. You can just see Askar Stanikzai. He is just a bit behind the run rate. He knows this, but it's only a couple of big shots away and changing it big time. So 13 from 16. I feel that he'll attack Muslim Musa. Nice width, no run there. It's starting to build up now.
Little bit risky there, but he's lucky that he's taken the pace off the ball as the run rate creeps on to 10.19 because third man is up in the circle. But what he did right there was just taking the pace off the ball. So if you're trying to hit that gap, you got no pace to use. That's the field. Pine leg also up in the circle.
Another very good Yorker here. And now pressure's on the skipper here. He's had a wonderful tournament, but now he just can't afford to allow them to dictate the terms now. Now, how do you stop guys from bowling Yorkers? Just maybe the odd charge him and clip him behind square leg.
Sweep, 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 ramp him.
And a chance for a run out. Oh, that's missed. Good backing up by Paragon Dragons. Oh, you feel something's going to break.
You can see he's apologizing to his partner for taking that run. He's hit it straight at the man. But it was the pressure. He was not even in the frame. And that's the pressure that's now beginning to grow for the Kabul Eagles. They were soaring at one stage and now sort of hovering just below the ground.
Could he have thrown it to the keeper?
Keeper was slow.
But sometimes when you realise that, you throw it to the keeper first, then the stumps. Difficult one, so it's a good over. Last ball. Oh, magnificent Yorker. Chance for a run out if he hits. Oh, just wide. Brilliant fielding. Great T20 cricket. 10 overs gone. It's 78 for 1.
Well, that's how it stands. 78 for 1, and they're 10 overs. At this juncture, the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons were 77 for 1, so nothing in it. Stanixai 14 off 19. But Rashid Khan, is he going to be the difference? We thought he might be. He's created a little opportunity and had his national captain in all sorts of trouble. Required run rate, 10.5 to the over. They have wickets in hand, but they need this man, Maqsood, who's 25 of 23, Ashkar Stanixai 14. They need to just find the boundary a couple of times, because trying to chase that down, and if it does escalate to 12s and 13s, very, very difficult, particularly against this man. Not picking him. Simple as that.
Well, we said at the beginning of the game that it was going to come down to this, didn't we? I mean, it's like the build-up to a prize fight. You've got the best bowler in Afghanistan and the national captain at the crease. We said at the beginning this was going to come down to it, and this is it.
Swung away on the leg side. That was the leg spinner. But there is protection out there, so just a single. It's just so difficult to pick. And not only one of the best here in Afghanistan, but one of the best spinners going around in world cricket at the moment, Rashid Khan. It's been an absolute revelation in all the 20-over leagues around the world. And the first Afghan cricketer to play in the Big Bash League. He signed for the Adelaide Strikers. He'll be going there at year end to go and play his trade there, and I'm sure he'll do really, really well on those quicker, bouncier wickets in Australia.
Well, the problem they've got here, the Eagles, is they've got to keep scoring runs. They can't afford just to let Rashid Khan bowl tight overs. They've got to keep scoring runs. And all the while they're doing that, these variety of deliveries are going to cause troubles. They can't afford to lose wickets as well, so they're just going to have to keep going for it.
Oh, I tell you what, he should have pouched him. He should have had him. It was a rank long up, you'd have to say. And Stanexai played the right shot, but he didn't get all of it. Hit it too flat, didn't get the elevation. And the fielder out there, you have to say, should have done a bit better. He got a hand to it in the end. He was far too far in, maybe 5-10 yards in off the boundary. He knows that, Rashid Khan. And he points lamely to the fielder going, what were you doing? He's got away with one, Stanexai.
Oh.
Really good stuff. They've been good in the field, have the Bande Amir Dragons, and the bowlers have backed them up as well. End of 11, 86 for one. Nothing in it at the moment. They are neck and neck. 97 in 54 deliveries. You have to say the Bande Amir Dragons were aided by sloppy fielding and sloppy bowling, and they're not getting that at the moment. Pulled away on the leg side. There is protection, just the one. They've been spot on. They've been disciplined, and it's taken some very courageous batting and very good batting to get the GP Kabul Eagles to where they are at the moment. And they need plenty, though. Just under 11 to the over. I don't think they can bank on no balls and free hits to aid their cause. They're going to have to rely on finding the boundary. And it's going to be very difficult, particularly from the end of Rashid Khan. So this, you'd have to say, is where they need to target their boundaries against guys like Muslim Musa, because it's going to be very difficult from the other end. And he's going to play his part as well. Very, very good bowler is Muslim Musa. Good change of pace, got a good Yorker as well. He's going to give nothing away.
So what do you reckon here, Camber? How do you play for him? Obviously, the Eagles have to keep trying to score runs, but what are you thinking he can chase off of the last 5 overs here? I mean, you don't want to be chasing too many, because we know that Rashid's going to be bowling a couple of those last 5 overs.
That's too wide. Too wide from Muslim Musa. And he's able to get it up and over point is Maqsood. Not a great delivery. Had to throw the hands at it at the last minute, but got it away for a much-needed boundary.
He ended up doing well to reach that. It was on the verge of being a wide. Did well to get a bat on it, and wow, it just runs away for 4.
Not a great delivery again. Full toss on this occasion. And the umpire signaled no ball. I said they wouldn't be backing on no balls. Well, just as I say that, Muslim Musa has provided a very wayward delivery. It's above waist high. It's outside the off stump. Not only has it gone for 4, but Maqsood will have the benefit of a free hit the next delivery.
Haven't we seen some sloppy cricket today? It's funny, you know, you get down to the semi-finals and you think, you know, you're going to have the best 2 sides, the most disciplined, most talented, and today we've just seen sloppy cricket from both sides. Maybe getting tired, maybe getting towards the end of the tournament, I'm not sure, but both coaches will be pretty upset with that.
That's up in the air, over mid-off, he was up in the circle, and not enough on it to get it away for 4, but they'll get a brace. So 2 runs will ensue from the free hit. Yeah, I'm not so sure it's fatigue or anything else. I just think it's nerves. It was a change of pace from Muslim Musa. And Najib was able to get around and make the save and prevent it from going for 4. 49 of 43 balls, the partnership thus far. 37 of 30 now for Maqsood. Straight out to the man at square leg. So it's a good over this. They needed it. They needed to target the other end from Rashid Khan. We spoke about that. You asked me as well, Adam, about the last 5 overs. What can they chase? Well, anything really, but realistically 12, 13 to the over with wickets in hand I think is not beyond the realms of possibility. But you would like to try and keep up with the rate so you're not leaving yourself more than that in the last 5 overs. And if you lose a few wickets, well, that becomes increasingly difficult.
Wise words again. No wonders why you captained your country for so long there, Cambo.
Change of pace again. Happy just to take the single on offer out to the sweeper. So a hefty over that. Brings up the 100 as well in the 12th over. 100 for 1. Well, they needed this. It was a good over up to then from Javid Khan. And he's down on one knee, heaving it away on the leg side. Finds the gap on this occasion. Nowhere near the middle of the bat. But that's okay. He'll take it. Going for the maximum. But has to settle for the Shpageeza.
Yeah, well, I think you'd probably take this 108 for 1. The base is there. Batsman on 28, 1 on 39. So 2 batsmen set. Probably not going to get a better opportunity than this to chase down 182, I'd say.
Wafadar, none for 23. Chipped away on the leg side, should just be the single. So that looks like he's all he's trying to do, really, Maqsood at the moment. Unless it's a clear-cut scoring opportunity, happy to rotate the strike and get his captain on strike, who's going to wield Excalibur and try and find the boundary. He'll know full well what's about to transpire, Wafadar, and he's got to be spot on. He's got to have all his wits about him. Make sure that he's spot on insofar as executing his Yorker is concerned, or if he's going to change the pace, make sure the length is right.
Well, I've got some news here for Maqsood. If he thinks that he can knock singles for Stanek Zai to win the game, they're not going to win the game. They both have to go here. There's so many runs, and also you've got the threat of Rashid Khan to come back. They both have to go, Cambo. It's as simple as that. You cannot be knocking the ball around for singles at this stage. Singles lose you the game. They both have to go. If one batsman gets out, then that batsman has to take the anchor off.
No, he's doing really well here. Wafadar. He's under pressure. He knows that if he misses his length, he's going to go a country mile. Had to deliver the Yorker and did a pretty good job. It ended up being a full toss, but you'd rather there than on a length. Yep, I'm with you, Adam. I'm with you big time. And you asked me about those last 5 overs, and, 12 is probably where you'd be comfortable. But if Rashid Khan is going to bowl 2 of those last 5 overs, you're going to have to score plenty at the other end, because realistically, you won't be chipping him away for 12, 13 to the over. Big appeal, but pitching outside the leg stump. Fine leg is up in the circle. So no surprises that he's trying to scoop it round the corner there and beat that man. And a strangled appeal, really. And they'll get through for another single. So this is a good over from Wafadar.
Yeah, it's been a very good over for Wafadar. But the Eagles really, they're going to have to hurt them in the last few balls here. You've got 2 balls left. You need a boundary. Can't just let overs slip by, especially with those 2 overs up his sleeve for Rashid Khan. They've got to make these other lesser bowlers pay.
Oh, he's gone straight down the ground. He hasn't got all of it. Just be another single. These singles are hurting. Have a look at the required run rate. It was a shade over 10 to the over. It's now 11.5 to the over. And that's what singles do. That's what Wafadar is aiming to achieve in this over, and doing it successfully thus far. Really, really good stuff. 1 ball remaining. Can he get through it without too much damage? Can he just concede another single? Can he get a wicket? Again, it's in the block hole. And again, it'll just be a single. The pressure's building. 14 overs bowled now, 113 for one. "14 overs bowled, 113 for one. Maqsood, 42. Ashgar Stanikzai, 30. Rashid Khan now is back into the attack. He wants to put this beyond doubt earlier than those last 5 overs. 2 overs, none for 10 at this stage. They have no option but to try and take him on a bit here, you'd have to think. Pushing hard, but it'll still just be the one. Terrific passage of play this for the Bande Amir Dragons. They haven't taken a wicket, but they've really squeezed the GP Eagles batsmen.
Okay, Campbell, I'm going out on a limb here, mate. I'm going to say this over wins or loses the game. What do you reckon?
Yeah, if he goes for under 5, takes a wicket, big time. The question is, has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. No huge surprise. Rashid Khan comes to the party again. How many times has this young man done it in his career? Taken a wicket at a crucial time. Ashgar Stanikzai knew he had to go, knew he needed a boundary. You called it, Adam Hollyoak. You've got it spot on.
Wow. It's not just a wicket, it's the wicket of Afghan captain Stanikzai. So massive, massive. We built it at the beginning, didn't we? We said, hey, this is between these two heavyweights. They've been going at each other like a world title bout, and Rashid Khan's got the upper hand there. Knockout punch, knockout blow. They need to stretch her off Stanikzai here.
Stanikzai gone for 30, 114 for 2. Healthy crowd is coming here to watch this must-win encounter for both sides, and you'd have to say Rashid Khan has just swung it in favour of the Paragon Bande Amir Dragons, because Ashgar Stanikzai, trying to play the pickup sweep, trying to hit a maximum, has perished. And Rashid Khan has got a crucial wicket at a crucial time. Shaukat Zaman, the new batsman. He's after it straight away. And all he can do is scoot it out on the leg side.
Well, I wonder what he's been sent out for, Campbell. He has not been sent out here to mess around. He hasn't even had a look. We've got one of the best bowlers in the world. He's come out and he's going to be out here. He's going to be looking to take him downtown here.
Yeah, it was Maqsood that played the last stroke. Of course, the batsman crossed when Ashgar Stanikzai hit it up in the air. So Shaukat Zaman is going to take his first ball now off Rashid Khan. Not able to do anything, not able to get a single. What an over this is.
So hard as a new batsman coming in. He bowls flat and fast, and he's hard to pick. With the field back, very hard to hit boundaries.
He's on the sweep. There is a man out there. They're trying to hustle, but won't be able to get back for a 2. Have a look at that. 3 runs from the over, 5 balls. The all-important wicket of Ashgar Stanikzai as well. Terrific stuff from Rashid Khan, and he's bowling his side to victory here. Really is. Have they got anything left in the tank, the GP Kabul Eagles? Oh, he's missed out there. Full toss. He's going to have a shot at the stumps. I'll tell you what, if he had hit, Shaukat Zaman would have been found wanting, jogging down to the bowler's end. So a leg by will end the over. 15 bowled, 117 for 2.
Long live Afghanistan, and may peace rule this world soon. So now, we've got a big crowd starting to come in. It's been a really good contest. Yep, it's the eliminator, preliminary, final. You can have all the different words, but if you lose, you go home finished. If you win, you play the Knights, and that's tomorrow, the big one, the final of the Shpageeza Cricket League Edition 5. Dean Jones and Ed Ransford with you till the finish here. And now the Paragon Dragons are on top, and it's just quite bizarre. Only 2 wickets down, but they have to get a wriggle on. So, Wafada. Oh, what was he doing there?
At the beginning of this over, the scores were the same. The Dragons were 117 for 2, and so are the Eagles, looking to try and play a lap, trying to be innovative with fine leg and third man up in the circle. But look at the run rates. It's starting to skyrocket. The Eagles are going to have to get their wings on.
They've got the wings on, but they're not flapping. So, Wafada down the ground. He hits that flush. He flushed this. This could be 4. Oh, fielding. How good's that? Absolutely brilliant. Asatullah.
Big opening batter, throwing the big mitt out. It's hit straight down the ground. The fielders are a lot squarer of the wickets, and here comes the dive, one-handed. Excellent work by the big burly left-hander.
And I was really impressed with Najib to back him up if he missed it. That's what you do, running in pairs. Very well drilled, this team in the field. Well, he's hit that. Has he flushed all of this? Has he got all of that? Shpageeza!
Shpageeza brings up a 50 for Maqsood. 52 or 42. It's an Azizi Bank 6. In the arc, he frees the arms and it's gone. Misses the length. Oh, and he's dropped it in the crowd.
Don't blame him. It was coming hard to him. Oh, he's inside edge. It'll run away for 4. That's going down there. Will it get there? Oh, they've cut it off. Oh, he wanted it. He really wanted it. And did they get 3 there, Ed? I was too busy watching other things.
Yeah, they got 3. Inside edge and not enough pace on the ball for it to carry through to the boundary. There, just an off-cutter. Gets a bottom edge, deceives the keeper and starts running away, but it starts slowing down now. Here comes the dive and restricts it to 3.
So, who can do a little Najib, who scored brilliantly, nearly 300 the strike rate for the last 4 overs for the Paragon Dragons. They need someone like that there to help out the Kabul Eagles. Gets a bat on a dot ball. Oh, aren't they very, very good for the Paragon Dragons?
Slower ball. Rolling the fingers off over the ball, over the seam, taking pace right off it. Nevertheless, it's 11 off the over. A ball to go.
Down the ground, he'll only get 1. Najib, he's very, very good. He's the best fieldsman. Oh, they're going for 2. No, they pinched 1. Well done. Terrific running. Good technique, and they pinched 2. End of the over, 130 for 2 after 16. Well, Chatara's been brilliant as well. Rafada's just finished his spells, gone for 40. Gee, Ahmadi, only no wicket for 19. Kamal, no wicket for 16. Rashid Khan's got one left. Musla, he's got 2. I reckon he's going to have to bowl 1 for me, and Chatara's got to bowl 2, and of course Rashid will bowl 1. Is that the way you look at it, Ed?
Yeah, Chatara's got to bowl now. He's definitely got to bowl now if he's going to bowl his allocation of 4 overs. And then Rashid Khan is probably going to have to bowl the 18th over. In fact, the 19th over, I think. And Chatara will have to bowl the 20th. That's how it's got to be stacked up. And those 2 overs that they're going to have to find from somewhere in those bowlers are the ones that the Eagles will be trying to target.
So haven't we got a game set up for you? Hoyt still away there. That might go for a biggie. Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has. A Shpageeza. What a start.
Doesn't start well, Tendai Chatara. He's been generally very good. In the arc, helps it along its way. Over the infield, goes for a Shpageeza. Maqsood, can you see the Kabul Eagles across the line?
Oh, he's gone big now. This is someone out there. Does he get? Oh, courageous. Just simply courageous out there. He's saved 2. Wow, he might even save. He saved 3. The ball ricocheted off the ground. Could have hit him in the mouth and saved 3 for his team.
If you ever wanted a game to see you through into the final, this is an excellent game. The fielding's been spot on. The bowling has been good. And the batting as well has complemented all 3 aspects.
Maqsood's getting dangerous here. Oh, beautifully bowled. Saw him back away. Bowled the wide one outside off stump.
That's very good bowling by Tendai Chatara. He can see that he's going one way here, Maqsood. He wants to go leg side. Look at that front foot. It deprives him of that width and that area to swing his arms.
.45 from 21. This is an even money game, folks. Only 2 wickets down. Again, bowled that wide one. He knows he's not that strong outside the off stump. Oh, now what has happened there? That is quite funny. He threw it in quite high, and it got into the way because the sun is setting in the west, as it does every day.
You reckon?
And he's just decimated the stumps. I have to have a giggle. Watch, he's backed all over the stumps. He needs to bounce it in out there, Ed.
Yeah, just the basics, so the keeper can sight the ball. In that regard, the sun is in his eyes. Chatara, 2 balls to close off the over. The Kabul Eagles, 2 balls to try and find a boundary. Try and bring it down to around 36 maybe.
Now, this is where Rashid Khan needs to speak to Chatara, because he knows where these guys hit. And he'll be telling Chatara where to bowl here. Slow ball, swing and a miss. Beautiful bowling.
Also very good from the keeper. Sometimes those slow balls can deceive the keeper and he goes for byes. There's also a helmet on the field. But excellent execution here by Tendai Chatara through the shot.
Don't tell me about the helmet. If this goes through the keeper's legs and it goes and hits the helmet, there's 5 runs to the batting team. Why they don't take it off, I don't know. Well, he saw him coming. Now, did he play a shot at that? Now this is really interesting. It might run away for it. They'll get 3, I would think. They're looking to come back for 3. A good throw in here. Now, well, let's watch the umpires here. Oh, no. He didn't play a shot as far as I'm concerned. The hands on hips to everyone. They've been asked, the umpires now, and it will go to an end of the over. So let's have a look. He's charged him. He saw him coming, and he's let the ball hit his bat. That's not even a shot. That is poor umpiring, as it's been all day. They've had a shocker today, I have to say. End of the over, it's 142 for 2. How was that? That's shit umpiring. Hamid there, 41 off 18. He's saying, please stay out there, boys. He wants Maksu out there. Now, have a look at this. He play a shot at that? He has not even played a shot at that.
Yeah, mate, I think the umpire's definitely got it wrong there, Dino. Will that be what gets the Kabul Eagles into the final?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, the great Rashid Khan comes on. Only one run down the ground. A lot of leg breaks here, I would dare say.
I think a lot of googlies to the left-hander now, Maksud. The leg breaks into the left-hander, that's into the arc.
He's got to mix it up. I think he needs to be brave. I honestly believe that he's got to try and get him out. And don't worry about containment here. I think this is what Rashid needs to do. Must get him out. Swing and a miss. There's what we call the ding ding. The wrong one.
He's only going one way, Maksud. Only one way. Rashid Khan needs to be aware of this. Look at it. Only one way. He's already conceived the idea of going for the sweep, slog sweep, or swinging through the leg side. That's a cut ball.
Yeah, he could have easily cut that for four. Surely he must be knowing he's bowling in wrong-uns here. Swing and a miss. Big one. Give me the ball. He said, I want him out.
Going one way, and this is where there's a top edge coming. Definitely. He is just trying to go one way here. Definitely not picking the ball at all.
Big! 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 Gone! Terrific shot!
Shpageeza! The captain's happy. We're notching up 196 of easy bank sixes into the crowd. Maksud, you're playing a beauty of an innings.
Just a bit too full for it. And again, they're dropping another one. We need to do some fielding practice. He's looking to go again. Now, where's he hit that? It's quite hard to see where the ball is coming back for two at the keeper's end. Run out! Run out! He's done! Big throw, magnificent throw from Haslatullah.
Terrible running, you would say. Terrible running because the turn was slow, but the non-striker ran the first one because he wanted to get Maksud back on strike. 71 or 50, why wouldn't you? And there it is, confirmation, he's gone by a country mile. Has this now left a big hole for the Eagles to fill? A new batter at the crease, but an excellent 71, 150 for three.
Well, I just love great fielding. I love great batting, but the throw from Haslatullah was just nothing short of sublime. He's hit it really well. He's hit it hard down the ground now. He's been pushed back. He was only thinking there was one there. Look, he picks it up off balance, quickly throws. Beautiful throw, bang, straight into the mitts, and that's out. A magnificent knock, it must be said, from Maksud. What a knock indeed. Brilliant performance by the balls there. And Karim Sadiq is most appreciative of his teammates' efforts.
Right, 33 off 13. Who's at the crease? Kaiba Omar, your boy, Dino.
I told you this guy is a big banger. He is a hitter and it can go big. So now he's bowling now to Rashid Khan, who hasn't bowled a leg break for a while now. So he's only got one more ball left in this match.
Can it be a dot ball or a wicket here? It'll be crucial.
Swing and a miss. What an over it was. Yes, well bowled. And I just wonder, has he hurt his finger there, Rashid Khan? He tried to bowl a big turner on his ring finger, and that has hurt him big time. So, end of the over, it's 150 for three. I reckon he's ripped the skin off there on the inside of the finger. I know Shane Warne struggles with that sometimes. No, I probably would have saved him for the 20th over. Good Yorker. They're looking for 2. They want to. I would have saved him for the last over, Ed.
Or does he go for 10 in this and leave the last man 23? And who is the last man to bowl? Oh, it's edge of your seat stuff. Don't leave your screens. Don't leave the ground.
Well, it had a chance here. Well, they need a 6 or a 4 here. That Eagles, good change-up delivery there. Beautifully bowled by Chatara. Gee, he's had a good tournament. I haven't seen a lot of him over the last few years. You have, Ed. But he's got this. Well, he's lucky. He got that. Might have just got in there, but he's had a wonderful tournament. He's really impressed me.
For a fast bowler on these surfaces, yeah, you got to take your hat off to him.
Pulls it away. There's a man there. I look for 2. They won't get it. They're in all sorts of trouble now, the Kabul Eagles.
All right, 31 off 9. Can we get a Shpageeza here and push it down to 25? Off 8. Tendai Chatara here, bowling really well. 3 balls to see it out. Mental strength is going to have to play its part here as much as execution. Fine leg, 3rd man up. Point is very fine as well.
Wow, another brilliant Yorker. And again, this is why they pay these guys the big bucks. They know how to execute under pressure.
You know, there's still 2 balls to go. There's still 2 balls to go, but man, he's been good. Look at that, it's going nowhere. Can't hit that. But now is the most difficult part of the over. 2 more balls to go.
Down the ground, chance for it. Rashid Khan with his hand, he says, hold it, I've got this. Well bowled, Chatara.
That's really good. Also good from Rashid Khan. He could have thrown the ball, but he knows that the leg side field is everybody on the boundary. Let's get the body behind it. Yes, can even see the man at long off also supporting him. Fantastic cricket by the Paragon Dragons. Now, 4 singles. Got to find a boundary. Got to take a risk now, surely.
Got to go big. Has to look for a Shpageeza. No, that might be too high. He's allowed it. Oh, they're looking at square leg. Oh, they're not happy. And that ends the over. Just 4 from it. It's 154 for 3. "29 runs left in the last over here. The defending champions, they know they have to do something unbelievable to win it from here.
Oh, yes, this is what it comes down to. The final over of qualifier number 2. 29 runs separate these 2 sides from coming back tomorrow and playing in the final. Here we go.
Hits it down. Great fielding. Hasn't he had a great day in the field? Hazratullah.
Responsibility falls upon all the fielders, but it's about who wants it more. Hazratullah has been excellent. Decision making, proactive in the field. And hasn't Rashid Khan also been good? What's the conversation there? Slower ball or a wide Yorker?
Oh, no, they're in trouble now. A little change-up delivery, and that just about wraps it up, unless there's a no ball. No, they're into the final.
Well, they're all smiles at this stage.
And I have to say, I'll be disappointed with today's performance, Kabul Eagles. Too many wides and no balls. There they are. The fans know it. They know how to do the maths. 4 balls left, 28 required. Swing and a miss down the well. He actually hit that pretty well. Only gets 1.
Geez, what game are you watching? Tino, you came off the middle of the bat.
Oh, sorry, my eyes. I'm 56 years of age and I've got grey hair now. I'm struggling.
I thought it was 52.
That'll do. So, to win this game, they'll have to hit the next 3 balls for a long distance. So, the final, the big final, it'll be the Paragon Dragons against the Knights. Change up ball and that'll do it. Let's give it as a wide.
Still has 3 to bowl. 26 required. Hypothetically, you hit 3 sixes. One of them is a no ball, a free hit. That's another ball. That's 19 plus 6. That's 25. You're still 1 short. So where can it happen?
Now outside edge, it's gone for 4. They won't mind that. They won't mind that. It's just got over the short third man. Wasn't a bad delivery.
It wasn't. It was a very full delivery. Just a little bit of width just to get the outside edge. Third man is up in the circle, so picks up 4. There you go. What would you call that?
A helicopter.
Oh, a helicopter.
Bit of Donny in there, isn't it?
I'd rather get hit for 4.
So, change up delivery. That's gone Shpageeza, but it's too late. Too little, too late here for the Kabul Eagles. A great shot, though, by the powerful Khyber Oman.
Going down, swinging. Azizi Bank 6 and a Shpageeza. Oh, but what a game. That one was the previous delivery that went for 4. The next one has entertained the crowd. No! Another one's been put down in the crowd.
So the last ball of the eliminator. There it is. Pulls it away, and it's a big, big win for the Paragon Dragons. They're going to the big dance. They're in the final. And Rashid Khan, the skipper, is ecstatic.
The Dragons win by 14 runs. And they've just edged their name into the final place on September 22, tomorrow, Friday, in Kabul. For the final, spare thought for that man. He's been a talisman for the Kabul Eagles, Karim Sadiq, but it's all smiles for the Paragon Dragons.
Yeah, been a great performance. I just feel the turning point. Maybe was it that fielding for Hazratullah to get rid of Maqsood. Things are going Kabul Eagles' way. They'd be disappointed. Asko had a terrific tournament. He really did, the skipper. Tried a couple of things, tried a young kid today, bowled really well. But they win this match and have 14 runs. It might be the difference of those 7 no balls that they bowled in this innings.
Yeah, really good. And here comes the team spirit as well. Asghar, he's been good in the Shpageeza Cricket League 2017, the 5th edition. But here we go. The Dragons, the team spirit. The final conversations about probably how they've gone about their work today and how important it's going to be for them tomorrow. Some of the owners, some of the 12th men, some of the men that have sat out. But man, what an effort by the Paragon Dragons to bounce back after losing the first qualifier.
Well, as you can see the scorecard there, and they've been, look at them, they're all coming off. They know they've had a little bit of team union, and the spirit, the spirit that this whole league has been played has been fantastic, led by Asghar, and these 2 teams really get on, and it's been played in brilliant spirit. I've been most impressed with this right throughout this whole tournament. And look, you have to say bad luck to the Eagles. They really performed well, they're pretty well organised, but the first time they got out of sync a little bit, too many wides and no balls, a bit of lack of discipline, Ed, might have cost them.
And unfortunately, in all forms of sport, there has to be a winner and a loser. And that's just the nature of sport, and you have to take it. You have to walk onto the field sometimes and think, okay, we've given it our all. It's either we come off and we win, or we come off and we hold our heads high and given our absolute best to try and stay in the competition. And the Kabul Eagles will be disappointed, but that's the nature of the game. That's the nature of sport. And that'll be the same tomorrow as the Knights take on the Dragons in the final.
There he is, the skipper, just sitting down thinking about what has just happened here. Well, that means they've got to play 5 games in the next 6 days. The fatigue factor is a concern, I believe, for the Paragon Dragons. Let's have a look at it. Sadiq was brilliant as usual. What a start. 35 from 18. Maqsood, he was run out, unfortunately. That was the turning point for me. A brilliant throw from Hazratullah for 71 off 51. Asghar, he worked it around. He started to pace it, but just couldn't handle the pressure. 30 off 32 in the end. And a nice little cameo there. 14 not out by Omar.
The bowlers, well, Rashid Khan, just the 1 wicket and a run out. And 2 run outs, in fact. The bowling was disciplined. If you look at those stats there, that you've just got to understand and comprehend how well the Paragon Dragons bowled in specific moments. Forget the 4 for 40 or the 2 for 22. The rest of the men who bowled at specific times made it difficult for the Kabul Eagles to get over the line. Fantastic stuff.
Just 11 extras there, so let's just take a big breath there. And 182 for 3. Only 6 wickets fell for the day. 340 runs. What great T20 cricket there. The Kabul Eagles only getting 168 for 3. And the Dragons win. They're off to the big dance. They won that one by 14 runs. So there it is, the playoff finals. It's the Knights versus the Dragons. Starting tomorrow at 11 o'clock here at Kabul International Cricket Stadium. And that should be the 2 best teams, I feel, fighting it off to win the coveted rights to be the champion team of the Shpageeza Cricket League. So there it is there. Starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow, folks. The Wazizai Mizanak Knights versus the Paragon Bandi Amir Dragons. Should be an absolute fantastic contest.